I'm going crazy. 무뎌져.
John fucked Jungkook. Yelled at your animalic or should you say hopping bunny neighbor who just now stole your math assignment to copy it and ran out of your house. When stop yelling at poor kid. Gagged as your mom entered in your room scolding you for yelling at your favorite neighbor's kid. Literally, mom, he stole my assignment, my hard work, my blood, sweat and tears, my... Okay, calm down, my daughter, calm down. She said in a cool tone. You gave her glares for taking that rabbit side instead of you. Mom, you always do this. You take his side and, like always, you again proved it that I'm adopted. As you finish your sentence, you got a hard spank on your head from your dear mom. Mommy, shut up. I kept you 9 months in my belly to just hear that you're adopted? Do you even know how much pain I have to bear while giving birth to you? Little shit, your father almost fainted while watching it. She mimicked you and said while you huffed herring to her same taunt time in your 20 years of poor life. Now get up from your bed, lazy ass, and go to Mrs. Jones. She baked up cookies and called me to send you. Go fast. Your eyes shine hearing this. Mrs. Jones' cookies are your favorite. You jumped down from your bed and ran out of your room. I should be careful, you brat. You walked inside John's house. There wasn't anyone in the living room. You tilted your head, confused after not finding anyone. Aunt, where are you? You called her name, but suddenly... Boo. You heard someone laughing very hard after you yelled. You looked down to see this giant rabbit on the floor, laughing his ass off at you. Oh my, Ryan, your face. You scoffed at him while he was on the floor still laughing, but then he yelled in pain, and you smirked. Mom, leave my ear. Sorry, please. So sorry, Mom. That was last. This will not happen again. He cried in pain and finally Mrs. Jones left his ear and he sighed while rubbing his red ear. He chuckled at his state and he pouted at you, going back to his room. Ryan, honey, why are you standing there? Come here. You smiled at her and nodded. She treats you not less like a mother. After a few minutes, you are going back to your home, but suddenly Mrs. Jones told you that call Jungkook before leaving and you are going to his room to call him. As you reached just out of his room door, you heard weird noises. You leaned your ear on the door carefully without making any noise. Ugh. Your eyes widened, hearing him cursing, and the heck this unholy guy is doing. Your mind started to have dirty thoughts, but you still stood there hearing it. Heck. You should be soft now. Why so hard? Your heartbeat increased, thinking he's doing something that you shouldn't be witnessing. But suddenly the door opened and you stepped inside the room. Your eyes widened, but before you will see anything, you turned around facing the door instead of him. Yeah, what are you doing here in my room? And why did you turn? He was all confused while you guessed. How shameless of you, first doing unholy things and then telling an innocent girl to see what dirt you are doing. His forehead frowned, listening to your weird talks. What am I doing that you can't see? Your face turned red. This rabbit is such an animal hoe. Chung looked at his hand, which was stuck in clay that got hard instead of being soft, and then he remembered he was also cursing. He smirked, thinking, what's going on inside your little dirty mind? He slowly got up from his bed and walked behind you. You were thinking why he isn't saying anything until you felt two arms colliding on your vest and felt his breath hit on your neck. His nose tip touched your neck as shiver ran down your spine. You told me I'm shameless, but look at you being dirty-minded. He whispered in your ear as his lips brushed with your earlobe. You shivered as blood rushed in your veins at high speed. What do you mean? He chuckled in his raspy voice, making you gulp, and brought his other hand in front of your eyes. Your eyes widened when you saw his finger was stuck in clay. Your finger was stuck in it. You asked, tilting your head to see his face, while his one arm was still on your vest. And you forgot that. You got it, princess. He nodded his head while you internally cursed yourself for thinking dirty. Oh, hey. You tried to decrease the unwanted tension in the room right now. But if you want, I can also do what you were thinking, but the difference will be you inside the room instead of standing outside. He controlled his laugh, watching your face turn red like a tomato. He chuckled, and you imagined it too. With a scoff, you pushed him back and stood 2 feet away from him. You felt his warmth disappearing from your shivering body because of aircon. Stop playing with me and go, and is calling you. He finally took the clay out of his finger and kept it back in its place. You weren't here for your assignment. I thought you came here for this. He gave you your file with a smirk. You rolled your eyes, snatching it away from your hands. He must have taken pictures of it already to do it later, you thought. You should focus on our math professor while he teaches us instead of playing rock, paper, scissors with your friends. He told him while he rubbed the back of his neck. Maths is useless. Have you even used any of that sine, cos, tangent anywhere, or that s squared, p squared, blah blah blah? You raised your eyebrow at him. I only know one best formula in maths that I can solve easily. Your eyebrow frowned. Which one? He cleared his throat. 69 is best, like me, and before he said more, you spanked his head with your assignment and ran from there yelling, shameless brat. He chuckled at you and was about to follow you out, but he got call from his friends. Yes, him? Tonight dinner? Yeah, that's the best. I will be there at time. He got excited as he was having dinner with his best friends after a long time. At dinner, yeah, Jungkookff, come here, eat these things. They are so juicy and tasty. He passed the dish to younger one who was eating everything like a hungry wolf with his other brothers. Jungkookff, did you ask her out? As he asked this question, all of them looked at the youngest for his answer, as they knew what Jimin was talking about. Jung placed the fork back at the place. He poked his cheek with his tongue and spoke. Young, I'm scared. He looked down, not meeting their gaze, hearing a scoff from one of his elder brothers. Why are you scared? You guys know each other from childhood, but you both are just not good or best friends, which will break if you propose her. Jung sighed, shaking his head, his fingers playing with the tablecloth. No, Hyung. Her parents and my parents are also best friends, and I don't think so she liked me. What if I confessed and she will get angry and never talk to me again? They all kept the food aside and gave their attention to the sulking young guest who had a pout on his face. Jungkook, if you don't pull up yourself and confess your feelings, I'm sure there will be many other boys waiting for her attention. Jungkook's head snapped up, hearing it. That's right, I heard in college that someone is also going to propose her for prom party. Now Jungkook's doe eyes widened more, and even I will not stop from asking her out if you became late. Young, no. Yes, sir. He was sitting there with almost I'll start crying if you say something face. They started thinking what to do after choking with him. I have an idea. Don't you dare to make a dirty one. Jimin spanked his head. I'm not giving a dirty idea. It's a different one. He said, hesitating. Young, what? Tell us. Young, you have to be drunk to express your real feelings. No. My child will not drink. He is still young. They all looked at him with fuck bro face. Okay, go ahead. In reality, you will not be drunk, but you will be acting as one. Then ask her questions. She will think you are drunk and tomorrow you will forget it, so she will tell you everything honestly. You all, Jimin has a brain. As he said, all of them started laughing. Now it's sulky Jimin. I gave such a good idea and you guys are mean to me. No, Hyun, you're best, but just your height is short, only 170 centimeter. Don't you dare to lie, you little shit, it's 173.6 centimeter. He looked at others who were looking at him with are you serious face. Yeah, there is so much difference in 3 centimeters, no one can prove me wrong. You just came out of your bathroom after taking a fresh hot bath. You are drying your wet hairs, but then you heard some noises on your room window. You thought you were hallucinating and ignored it, but again a stone came flying, making a thud sound on your closed room window. You got irritated and went to see what was going on, but your eyes widened when you saw the view. The heck, John, you yelled in the whisper. He was standing on your balcony. His cheeks were red, and you can smell alcohol from his clothes. He wasn't able to stand straight. You're drunk? He wouldn't. What? You didn't understand what he was blabbering in drunk state. How the heck you came up here in this state? He looked at you, smiled, and then his head fell on your shoulder. You caught him on time and brought him to your bed. Alky Bunny Brown Human, you're so heavy. You threw his body on your bed. He removed his shoes, throwing them. Yeah, what are you doing? Go back to your home. He shook his head, throwing his shoes away. He laid down on your bed. You have. Why did you got drunk? He didn't answer and started to reach the blanket. You reach down to back off his hand, but suddenly he catches your wrist and you fall on his chest while he laid back on the mattress. His one hand snaked behind around your waist. You gulped as his breath touched your neck, his eyes literally piercing your soul. Why? He said, and you made a confused face. Why don't you love me? At his question, your eyes widened. What? Did he just say he loves me? I stopped breathing this fast, usually hurt. You thought in your head. What do you mean? He chuckled, closing his eyes. You were curious to know, and he was drunk. You knew him for a long time. Whenever he gets drunk, tomorrow he will forget everything. What do you want me to mean? He asked with a smirk on his face. You bite your lower lip, controlling the unwanted smile on your lips. As his hand brushes up and down on your back, his other hand went to your neck, removing all of your hair on one side of your shoulder. His hand brushed against your neck skin. You closed your eyes with a fast heartbeat, feeling his touch. You looked more beautiful after taking a shower. You shyly smiled and were not able to control it more. He leaned into you more, and being wet together will make it more. You understood what he meant and slapped his chest. I sheer drunk but still didn't forget how to flirt. So what? Now answer me. He sulked, asking. You licked your dry lips, thinking should you say the truth to him? What should I say? His lips touched your skin up and down, giving you a tingling sensation. Do you love me? Your breath hissed as your chest went up and down. You weren't able to give a proper answer. He cupped your cheeks, making a pout appear on your lips. Don't lie to me, princess. His nose tipped, touching your neck as his lips fell on your skin, but he didn't move his lips. Chung was acting, but his heart was beating as fast as yours. He was getting more scared when you weren't answering him. He thought about what he would do if you reject his love. I do love you. His eyes widened, but he still pretended to be drunk. Then why? Why didn't you confess it? You chuckled, suddenly giving a peck on his cheek, making his cheek blush red. He was screaming internally to hold your neck and peck your lips, nose, head, everything, and never leave you, and never let you stay away from him even a second. It's because of your behavior. You always tease me and never behave cute and mature with me. So her type is cute and mature, he thought. Even if you are not that mature, that doesn't matter to me. I know you love your mother, and a guy loves and respects his mother. He is a kind man already, but you still tease me and taunt me everywhere, he said, huffing. He smiled at you. What? Why are you smiling? He leaned into you more and pulled you into him. You slowly closed your eyes as his lips brushed over your lips. Your breath fast and he started to move his lips, only lips loving, other lips. No tongue, no lust. You felt it. You felt his heartbeat was the same as yours. I knew it. You were just hiding it, princess. Suddenly he flipped you down. Now you were under him. Surprise, my love. Your eyes widened. You gripped his biceps. You weren't drunk. You saw him all sober. Now he wasn't acting as drunk. He licked his lips while looking at your plump ones. Jimin Hyung's alcohol perfume trick worked, he said, making you gasp. You tricked me, I will. You tried to get up, but his weight was heavy enough to make you lie back. Let me go. Okay, sorry for my fault, he said playfully. Shut up, Jungkook. You tilted your head, not looking at him. He started to act cute, making a pout. He gave you puppy eyes, more of a rabbit eyes. Did you inherit rabbit eyes instead of human? You shut up. He gripped both of your wrists and pulled them up, making an X of them. His one hand was enough to hold them on one place. Now look at me and listen to me carefully. You went quiet listening to him. When we were kids and our parents forced us to watch TV together because they had to go out together, that day when we were watching TV, an adventure show was going on. But I focused on that black screen. I saw you sitting beside me. An urge to protect you from a lifetime started to build inside me. I couldn't forget a single moment of our childhood till now. You have that cute ponytail to now with long wavy hairs. The way our heights, our thoughts, our minds have developed, that's how my love for you also increased day by day. When we turned 18, I thought about confessing my love to you, but our behavior with each other made me scared. What if I confessed, but you still hate me then? Did I tell you even once that I hate you? He asked, looking in his eyes. His eyes were soft, that you never noticed them this much, being softer, shiny and glittering, as a whole galaxy of stars live inside them. You didn't, but they still make me insecure, so that wasn't my fault because I didn't start the fight at first. He said with a swag. He rolled his eyes. Okay, I accept it. I accept that I was the one always teasing you, but that was only for your attention. So now, what does this attention seeker want? He giggled, placing his forehead over yours, and whispered, I want my childhood sweetheart to become my old sweetheart. We were together in time when we were in diapers, and now I wish us to be together with grey hairs and telling stories to our grandchildren. He laughed at his cute and childish confession. Looking back, if I say we weren't in that bad relation, like we were normal friends too. I don't want friends. I want more than friends. He made a crying face. We laughed, teasing him. You are so desperate. So what? I'm Jungkook. I get what I want, but with hard work, with my blood, sweat, and tears. He shook your head as he was being all drama king. Now, me. He suddenly blurted out, What? Now? Me. And what if I don't? Then he leaned in, but you were moving your head aside, teasing him. His lips fell over your neck instead of your lips. You gasped when he bit your skin and turning it red. Look, I mark you mine now. You are mine and only mine. Well, I'm glad that I found you on the first page of my life. You left an impression on me, and that will last lifetime, and I'm happy about that. You both confessed to each other, and Chung pecked your forehead, giving you his best smile. But suddenly, your room door opened. Mom, Dad, your parents were probably listening to your and Jungkook's talk. They were embarrassed now. Uncle, Aunt. He got up from you, sitting straight quickly. Kids, we were. She touched her arm to her husband. Say something. Yes, kids, you guys continue. We don't have any problem. Your mother chuckled nervously. Yeah, we don't mind. You guys can keep going. They both started to leave the room, but kids, don't forget to use the protection. I just don't want to become grandma at such a young age. Then she was pulled by her husband out of their room. The young couple looked at each other like, what happened just now? But again, Jungkook jumped on you. Yeah, what are you doing? Well, your parents told us to use protection. We'll do our best to follow the precautions. Your eyes widened, but they went closed when he leaned and started to love you. The love that only he was able to give you, and you realized that you fall in love with your childhood sweetheart.